We're about to... Hey, everyone! Welcome to episode 8 of Into the Mist, our Curse of Strahd campaign. We've been fighting the internet goblins. So hopefully the internet goblins have given us some leeway here. Let's hope. First of all, would love to thank Dungeons & Dragons for creating this incredible game that we play each and every week that we are here. I want to thank our first and foremost title sponsors, Hero Forge. To start, Hero Forge is an incredible online miniature creator for your tabletop gaming experiences. You can create custom minis and portraits of your characters. In fact, in our Discord, they use them often just to create their character photos, avatars for their role-playing experience. So you can check them out at HeroForge.com, and we do have a giveaway from Hero Forge coming up, so stay tuned for more info a little later in the announcements on that. Our next title sponsor is Sirenscape. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible so that we can make up the half an hour that we've lost. www.sirenscape.com/RealmSmith. That will let them know that we've sent you. It is an online player for all of your ambient sound effects for your tabletop gaming experiences. You can find official Dungeons & Dragons content, as well as content created by RealmSmith on Sirenscape, and we want to thank them for their sponsorship. Beetle and Grimm's are an incredible company led by Matthew Lillard and the great team over there. They create premium box experiences for your Dungeons & Dragons experiences. That was experienced twice. They are incredible, and they just released Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, which is a new box set. It's Silver Edition. We gave one away last week. It was awesome, and we want to thank them for their ongoing sponsorship. And we use lots of their items. I wish the guys were at the table because I could actually pass stuff around in real time. Because I have a whole stack, literally, like a whole, you want to see this? A whole stack of things you guys should have that you don't currently have, which sucks. But anyways. That is, and it just all fell out the back of the thing. Anyways, but yeah, Beetle and Grimm rocks. They're awesome. Check out our Patreon if you haven't already. We have an incredible Discord community that is connected to our Patreon. And you can create a Vistani character and play alongside the narrative of our live stream. The live stream affects the narrative in the Discord and vice versa. It's an incredible experience. We have hundreds of people role-playing on a daily basis on there, and it is awesome. And you'll see some of the interactivity that occurs there tonight and for the rest of the season. Tomorrow night, Julian is going to be holding a how to balance encounters for our community DMs. That is at the Tailweaver and the Tailweaver, Realm Weaver, and World Weaver tiers. You'll have access to that, and he'll be walking everyone through that. Please make sure for the Discord community that you update your addresses, because the first 3-month loyalty rewards are going out very soon. And if you don't have your address on there, we cannot send you stuff. Or rather, Patreon can't send you stuff. So make sure that you add your addresses when you have some time. We do have an awesome giveaway, like I mentioned, from Hero Forge happening very, very soon. And I believe I said today that we are releasing it on the 24th. We don't have a stream, but we will go live on Instagram Live in order to give away a custom painted by myself miniature that we will create using Hero Forge of your Vistani character. I will paint it, I'll put it on the table, it'll appear in a session in the background, and then we'll send it to you. And all you need to do is join the Patreon and then create a character in Discord in order to be entered for that. All the information is in the chat from our Smithgardians, and you'll get more information from the Patreon as well as on socials, as we'll be talking about it in the next little while. But this is something new we've never tried before, and I know Joel was going to say a little something about this in particular. Joel, would you like to say something about that in particular?
Can I, Jason?
Yes,
is that
they
okay?
can hear you. Yeah, absolutely. They can't see you, but they can hear you. Go for it.
Okay, well, you can move your mouth as I speak. Yeah. Here is a great opportunity to actually get a piece of, Jason Azevedo himself. He would never generally do this on his own. But I've convinced him that some of his artwork should be available to the community to purchase or to participate, to kind of get into it. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's really what I wanted to say, is that this is probably one of the few chances you're going to have to get your hands on a piece of Jason Azevedo artwork. So do it, and do it soon.
That was awesome. That was good. I will never make it as a ventriloquist. But yes, that is, thank you, Joel, for saying that. And it's just something we want to try out. And we will be doing some more of this stuff in the future. And so we're excited. Also, shopping will be live soon. Shad, our Smithgardian, has told us that the Technomancers have been working really hard to get the shopping mechanic working on the Discord, where you can actually go into the various a couple areas within Barovia and basically bring up a menu and use your in-game coin purse to purchase items at the Blood of the Vine and a couple other places. So that will be live soon. Keep an eye out for that, hopefully today, if not in the very, very near future. So if you haven't joined the Patreon yet, now is an awesome opportunity to do that. We have more stuff launching throughout the rest of the season, so we're excited. I want to also thank our product sponsors, WizKids, for a lot of the minis we use at the table, Dwarven Forge for a lot of the terrain. You can see some Dwarven Forge right here, in fact. Mythroll Armory for sponsoring our Natural 20 animation. Every time somebody rolls a Natural 20, you will see this animation appear. And thank you for that. They will be launching Stoneheart at some point in the future. You can check it out at stoneheart.ca. Also want to thank D&D Beyond. Tonight we are giving away a digital copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. All you have to do is enter Tasha into the chat, Tasha. Only once, more than once, you will be disqualified, and you will be entered to win a copy of that wonderful book from D&D through D&D Beyond. Finally, we want to thank our Smithgardians and our Realm Watchers. First of all, the Smithgardians, who are part of our plot team, who create and write a lot of the modules that we release on the Patreon. They're also moderators, they also manage the Discord, and they do all kinds of wonderful things, so thank you to them. And our Realm Watchers, which are our moderators on the Discord. And they're just a set of eyes for us and the ability to help people as they come into the community, answer any questions, and just keep an eye on things as they move on from day to day. Another great way to support us is through merch. We have lots of merch for both campaigns. I will be releasing a Travas shirt in the next couple days. And we're behind the ball, but if you guys want a Muskoka shirt, we will absolutely release a Muskoka shirt as well, so you can honor our fallen hero by wearing a shirt with his face on it, which would be great because we know there's a lot of Muskoka fans out there. Aftermath is an awesome show on Thursdays. This Thursday, I think we're probably going to have Critical Bard on to talk about his time as Godfrey. And we'll figure out who else will be joining us during that time. But it is a semi-spoilerific way for you guys to get your questions answered about what happened in this session. So the idea is you can come, you can ask questions about what I was thinking in the moment or what that cast member was going through. And it is hosted by Hillary Z, our very own Smithgardian, who is awesome, and she does an incredible job with the show. If you like what you see tonight, please consider liking and subscribing on YouTube, and make sure, subscribing and hitting that bell icon to be notified, but also like the video. I have to say that because the algorithm allows more people to see this, and it's always so silly to say, but I like to say it. Also on Twitch, you can feel free to follow us as well, as you will be notified too. Without further ado, let us venture into the mist. Hello, welcome back. All right, last time we left you guys, you were at Argynvost after narrowly escaping baaaaad and saying goodbye to, spoiler warning, Muskoka, who fell at the hands of baaaaad. You all licked your wounds and spent the evening in baaaaad's cabin. During that time, you collected some interesting items. You also put her head on a stake and burnt down the cabin in memory. And I think that was Dimitri. Adam has a thing about his characters being into fire. It's just a thing.
You think?
Shortly after that, you met someone on the road. His name was Travas. He is a young adventurer who is also Barovian and is a native to this land. He had begged you to let him accompany you on your travels and on your adventures. You agreed, some of you not so excited after losing another member recently, but you allowed him to do so. You headed to Argynvost, which was just up the way a little bit from the ruins of Berez, to relight the beacon. As Godfrey stepped inside to take care of some things and to see if he could find Vladimir to say a final goodbye before the beacon was lit, you all came around the corner and saw that Vladimir and his men had taken up position around the mausoleum that you need to place the skull into. Without much else, or without many other options, it was a bit of a standoff until Godfrey came through the back door of the manor and grappled Vladimir, holding him in place, hoping to give you a bit of respite while you could hurriedly move the skull into the mausoleum in order to light the beacon. Combat ensued. Sterling went big Sterling and has the skull on his back and is making a beeline for the mausoleum with Revenant in his path. That is where we are going to take things. It is currently right when we ended last session. We had one of the Revenants grab at Falfer's ankle as he was climbing to the top of the mausoleum. We had rolled grapple checks. I did not reveal what happened, but Falfer, you were able to remove your foot from his grasp at the last minute, and you are safely now on top of the mausoleum, on the corner of the roof. And that is where we will continue this evening. All right, that was the first one. Next Revenant. I believe I had those two Revenants go. I believe the Revenant that was close to you, Sterling, had not attacked yet, if I remember correctly. I know you're going to want to say, no, he attacked.
I actually honestly don't remember, but we'll assume he didn't.
No, because it is their... If you don't remember it, then he probably didn't, because it is their initiative step. That is a 17, is not going to hit. Neither is a 10, as both of his long sword strikes, two-handing them, swing by you without making purchase. I currently have this Revenant who is going to close in on Dimitri and take 2 swings at Dimitri. That is a natural 20 for a 27. And that is a 14. I'm assuming the 14 does not hit, Adam?
Right.
Okay. With the natural 20, that is going to be 8 to start. Sorry, 10 to start. Plus another 3. Plus another 4. 17 points of damage as he hits you from the side. You weren't expecting him as you're engaged currently with the Revenant in front of you, and he hits you at an angle as he approaches, and you take that damage. The two on the top are going to take shots at Esmeralda and Travas, who are at the back there. 17, does that hit Esmeralda?
That meets it.
Meets it. And Travas, 17, does that hit you?
Yes.
It does. Esmeralda, you're going to take 9 points of damage. And Travas, you're going to take 8 points of damage. Dimitri, you are up. Travas, you are on deck. Oh, sorry. Sterling, I said that he missed. Right. Dimitri, you're up. Travas, you're on deck.
Okay. So there's the one right behind me that just hit me.
Yeah, you are flanked by 2 currently.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to attack the one that's right in front of me, not the one that just attacked me.
Okay.
The one.
Yep. The one that's beside Godfrey, who's trying to currently wrestle Godfrey off of Vladimir.
Yes. And it's 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
And I'm going to add Divine Smite.
Very nice.
So it's 14 slashing and 15 radiant.
Okay.
29, and I'm going to attack it again. Is it still up?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, very nice.
See how it feels. Okay. So, I'm gonna throw another Divine Smite his way because I should, and it'll be 14 slashing.
Yep.
Wait, no, plus that, yeah. So 14, 21 slashing,
Okay.
and then another 14 radiant.
Okay. As he staggers back slightly as you start your onslaught onto this Revenant. Godfrey, you seeing your former brethren being hacked down by Dimitri's rage. Travas, you're up. Sterling, you're on deck.
Everybody saw me go, when I remembered my uncanny dodge a little too late.
Yes.
I'm going to run towards, there's a Revenant behind Dimitri.
Yes, so there's a Revenant on either side of Dimitri, yep.
How many feet am I from the one kind of to his left or behind him?
15.
Yeah, I'll do that. 15.
Okay.
And I will attack with my short sword
Yep.
and my dagger.
Okay.
So it's a 25 to hit,
Okay.
and my second one's a natural 20.
Nice.
Ah, welcome to the game, Travas. So my first is it's a 9 with my short sword. It's it's an 8 with my dagger, and I have sneak attack of 3d6. So that's 17 plus 13. That's 30 points.
Woo!
And that's without adding any sort of bonus for my natural 20. What do I get for that?
So your natural 20 is your first dice at full. So you add. What was your initial attack?
30. So it'll be my short sword. So it'll be another 6
Another
plus
6?
4. Is that what I? But do I get that bonus on it? The plus 4?
No.
So it's 36.
Wow.
36 damage. And I will disengage and move backwards 15 feet away from him.
Okay.
And slightly towards the mausoleum.
You only attacked with. Did you only attack with your short sword, or you attacked with your dagger as well?
Both short sword and dagger.
Okay.
Does that count as my bonus action?
It does. Your second attack counts as your bonus action.
So I can't disengage.
No.
I will stay there then.
Okay.
Yeah, hey Jay, just so you know, there's like a really low end rumbling that we can hear from a storm
Yeah.
I'm sure the storm is brewing, but it also made it so that we couldn't hear a lot of what Trevor
I'll bring it
Trevas Crevice was saying.
Yep. No problem.
Thank you.
Rowan.
All right. Yeah, you're a little muffled, Travas there. Everyone else is. I don't know if you can give it a bit more
Oh,
volume
sorry.
at all, Dave. Sterling, you're up.
Okay. So this dude's within 5 feet of me, right?
Yes, he's right in your grill.
Okay. Do I get the sense that I could make a kicking attack at him without dropping the skull? Like, do I feel like my balance is good enough to do that?
I'd say so.
Okay. Then I'm going to kick at him with my 2 kicks.
Sorry, I'm
and
also
that's-
going to say, sorry, if the skull is on your back, how are you holding it?
I just figured I was like canoe carrying this skull.
Okay. Okay, so you're not wearing your shield then.
It's on my back, so that would mean I'm at 21 AC.
Okay, just to know. Okay.
Okay. So the other dude still didn't,
Yeah, no.
We're good. Okay. But there was a 7 and a 19 to hit for my kicks.
19 hits.
Okay, that's 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And because of the mobile feat, I can now walk away from him without incurring an opportunity attack. So I'm gonna make my way around towards the mausoleum.
Okay. And you can, so you're moving half distance. What's your movement as Big Sterling?
40.
40, so you can move 20?
Yeah, if this is, yeah.
Okay.
Because we're moving slower because it's a heavy thing, right?
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20 puts you kind of around the side of him.
Cool.
Okay. You are now 10 feet from the door of the mausoleum.
Does this count as difficult terrain by chance?
No.
No, it's just carrying the. Okay, all right, got it.
Yeah, because then it would be halved again. So no.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to do Uvar.
Okay.
My rune for Uvar. So as a reaction, I'll be able to give somebody advantage or disadvantage in the future.
Okay. Godfrey, Vladimir looks you in the eyes and says, "I am sorry," as he attacks twice while you are grappled. He is not going to use his holding his greatsword in one hand. He comes back with his fist to attack. That's a 25. And that's a 21. 22. I'm assuming those both hit. First one is 15 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Second one is 14 points of damage.
29 in total. Cool, great.
Okay, as he just smashes you twice in the face to try and get you to release him.
No, see that. He's fine with getting hit. He's kinky. That's fine.
All right. I don't think you have to test to see if you keep your grapple if you're being attacked. I think it just.
I am pretty sure it is not a grapple, unless you want to rule that. But I'm pretty sure no.
No, it's not. Godfrey, your turn. Esmeralda, you're on deck.
Great. Then what I will do is immediately regenerate. Don't do that. And can't use it on any of them because they are undead. Sorry, I'm trying to look at this. I'm right there. Dimitri's right there. I will reach out one hand and graze over Dimitri's what's the word I'm looking for? Dimitri's sword. As I cast magic weapon on it.
Okay.
And I'm casting it at 4th level, which means it's a +2 weapon. Attack and damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I can say, I'm sorry in return. That's my turn.
Okay. Esmeralda, you're up. Falfer, you're on deck.
I look down and I reach and pull out this arrow that's lodged in my thigh, and I look up to meet the eyes of the archer that hit me, and I extend my hand out like an extension of my gaze and cast a 3rd level lightning bolt on him.
Ooh.
So he's gonna have to make a dex save.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, dex save. It's not going to be enough.
Oh, it's not, is it?
Nope.
Then he's gonna take 21 points of lightning damage.
Ooh. Very nice.
Bye.
21 points. And you see the lightning strike true, and all of you see this flash of lightning above the tower. Okay.
Wait for me.
Falfa, you're up.
So I will, get to the top of the mausoleum, shake off the revenant that was pursuing me, look up to the tower or to the archer that was attempting to take out Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Pull out both of my hand crossbows and sharpshoot one after the other towards this particular revenant or archer.
Okay.
So. That will be.
You have 2 attacks at this stage, right?
I do.
Okay.
So 16 for the first and 27 for the second.
Okay, those are both hits.
Awesome. And that will be 8 points of damage for the first and 9 points of damage for the second, for a total of 17 points of damage.
Okay. And they both ring true, even through the battlements, through which they have very decent cover.
Okay.
Do you want to stay where you are?
Yes, I'm going to. Can I just be clear? The ones that was pursuing me, he's not attempting to get up to the roof.
Not
is he?
that you can see right now. Right now, he's standing at the foot of the mausoleum, in front.
Okay.
Of you, down in front of you.
Okay. I want to. No, that's good. We're good.
Okay. All right. At that point, that revenant, seeing Sterling making a beeline for the door, turns his gaze towards Sterling, and leaps over the fence. So that is going to be 10 of his movement, 15, 20, and charges at you, Sterling, attempting to check you.
And then he's gonna wreck you.
Can you give me a grapple, an athletics or acrobatics check, please?
All right. That's a 13, including advantage for being Big Sterling.
13 meets it and beats it. And in this case, meets it, beats it is always to the... So in this case, you would beat it, I think, right? Yes.
Yeah,
So,
Randy, yes, I think me too.
I was just trying to figure out the grapple
The one who
thing.
has to make the check, yeah.
Yeah, so he hits you hard, but you hold your ground. Your feet basically skidding a little bit as you take the brunt of this head-on attack. And he is going to end his turn there. The one beside you, Dimitri, is going to attack again. That is a 17.
That's a miss.
And a 24.
It's a hit.
That is going to be 13 points of... Oh, sorry. No, it's not. Hang on one sec. Wrong dice. Yeah, 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I'm hurting.
On the first one, and he's going to go again. Oh, no, sorry. He missed the first one, I said, right? Yes.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, it was
yep. Okay, got
17.
it. All right.
Yeah.
The one beside you, Godfrey, is going to attempt to grapple you off of Vladimir again. Actually, now that Now that Vladimir's attacked you, he's actually going to attack you twice with his longsword from the side.
Yep, that makes sense.
17,
Yes.
and that is not going to be enough. 12 is not going to be enough. So for the first one, it is going to be 12 points of damage.
Okay.
As a reaction, with Sentinel Feet, I'm going to attack that one.
Okay.
And 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. And it's... I'm going to add Divine Smite. So it's 14 slashing.
Don't forget to add the +2 to your damage as well.
Yes. Yes. I have that. 14 slashing and 11 radiant.
Okay. 24. Okay, and this one's starting to look really, really bad. Obviously, having taken the radiant damage, is not regenerating currently. Though the one behind you that, Trevis, you hit some of his wounds. You watch, Trevis, and I mean, you're used to this kind of thing in Barovia. Creatures are not typically what they appear to be, or sometimes it's hurt as they appear to be, and it heals back some hit points. The archers also regenerate, and the one beside you to your left, Sterling, is going to attempt to grapple you to stop you from getting to... So if you can give me a opposed check of strength or acrobatics.
22.
This is going to be a 23. You are now grappled by a revenant.
Okay.
By one.
Oh, can I use my reaction to give him disadvantage?
Sure.
Uvar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely you can.
Okay. Let's do
Well
that.
played.
It worked. He has you, and you look at him, and he thinks that he has you, and he's actually quite happy as a revenant can be. And you look down at him, and you strengthen, or you break through it. Dimitri, you're up. Travas, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna try to finish off this guy.
Okay.
So first attack is a 27 to hit,
That's a hit.
and that's 11 slashing. Next attack is another 27 to hit,
It's a hit.
and it's 15 slashing.
Okay. How do you want to finish off this revenant?
Its head on the ground.
Okay. As you swing through, its head straight up in the air, falls to the ground, and rolls to gaze up at you, Godfrey. All right.
Well done, my friend. Well done.
Travas, you're up. Sterling, you're on deck.
I look like I see Sterling, like giant Sterling, Esmeralda shooting like lightning out of her hands. I just say to myself, "It's all through. It's all through. Oh my Strahd!" And he's gonna. There's no more revenants standing near me, right?
Yeah, there is one right in front of you.
Oh,
Right here.
okay. Oh, that one. No, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
I'm going to run. I want to kick the head at the fence as I run by
Okay.
of the fallen head.
I'll
I'm
allow
gonna
you.
hoof it like soccer goal it into the fence.
Okay.
And I want to go over the fence to try to help Sterling.
Okay, so
He's just jazzed at this.
30 kind of puts you on top of the fence,
Okay.
halfway.
And now may I use? I think I can use my for reals action to
Yep.
shoot him with my short bow.
Sure.
Perched on the fence. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So he's like just so hyped at the Dawnbringer. So he runs, boots the head, jumps onto the fence, and fires. It's a 23 to hit with the short bow.
That hits.
He does 8 damage plus my 3d6 for the sneak attack.
And sorry, which one are you attacking? The one that attempted?
Right behind Sterling that tried to grapple him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 8 plus 11, 19 damage with my short bow.
Very nice.
Seeing that he's kicked the head of the revenant on the ground, Falfer, being the responsible one in the party, goes, "Hey, keep it cool, my friend." Just as a way to kind of, humble him a little bit.
Okay.
I scored, Falfer. I scored.
That's the shirt. I scored.
Oh, yeah. Sterling, you're up.
Okay. Opportunity attacks be damned. I'm making a dash for that door with everything I got.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. You step through. Oh, they're right in your way. How are you going to do this? Because you can't move through enemy space.
But I could move beside that dude, then go diagonal, and then go in front of the door, and then go inside, right?
Like you can maybe go this way.
Like I could like football deke around him.
Not through here because you're large.
But what about like the north end of that
Here?
dude?
The door is here.
Yeah, the door is there. I'm just saying, like, can I not get around him from the other side instead
here?
of trying to squeeze between?
No, there's a 5-foot gap here, a 5-foot gap here, 5-foot gap here. You need a 10-foot gap. Actually, I'll say there's a 10-foot gap on this side, so you could go around if you wanted to. Almost like you stop.
I'm full.
D can go around.
I'll be dashing. Good.
And actually, this guy's right up against you. I had said so. In that case, you'll have time. So.
Yeah.
You knocked down the
5,
crispy bacon.
10, 15, 20 gets you to the door.
Okay, and I'm dashing, so it's another 20.
Okay, but when you get to the door, you're gonna have to open it or something. So
I
are you?
didn't realize it was closed.
Yeah. So as you approach, you see that it is a stone doorway that is currently closed.
Okay.
Our door that is currently closed.
Then. Oh man. Is it disrespectful to use Argynvost's skull as a battering ram?
I'm gonna let you make that decision.
Oh man.
Let me give you a bit of a description. Tarnished silver-plated gargoyles, shaped like dragon wormlings, cling to the stone tiled roof of this mausoleum. An 8-foot tall, 4-foot wide, white marble door set into the southwest wall is engraved with a name that says Argynvost.
Okay. Would it be an action for me just to touch the skull against the door to see if that opens it?
I'm gonna say that you're using an item, and so yes. So if you're attempting to, if you're attempting just to kind of turn towards it and like touch it lightly, then I'll allow that as a free action.
Like I was thinking, like graze it just to see if like the touch of
No
Argynvost
effect.
would open. Cool. Do I see anything that looks like it might be something to help open it?
No, it's as typical kind of mausoleum style. It's probably like a slab that exists there with no handles, no visible lock.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. That's a 10.
Okay, so with a 10, you imagine it's going to take just some elbow grease to get through here.
All right. Do I get the impression that a kick might do it, or a couple of kicks, like if I made my
possible.
attacks? Okay, then I'm gonna make unarmed strikes against the door. That's a 22 and a 16 to hit, and that would be 3 points of damage both.
22 and what was the second one?
16.
Okay, so you come through and you hit it with the first one, and it cracks the door. You sorry, with the 16 it doesn't. With the 1 over 16 it does. With the 17, with the 16 it doesn't. With the other one it does. Sorry.
Okay.
So you managed to do damage with the first strike.
Okay.
Give me damage.
That's 3 points. for my unarmed strike.
Okay, so you get a little bit of a crack, kind of that spiders behind your strike.
Cool. And I think that's all I can do at this juncture in time.
Yep. Okay. All right, you're right at the door. Vladimir, as you see rage building, his empathy and his love overshadowed by his hate for Strahd and wanting him to remain in eternity in this prison of his own making. As you kind of have him in this hold, he grabs his great sword with both hands, which is right in front of him, and he twists it so the blade stands on its edge between you, and he wrenches up with the great sword against your chest.
Yep.
So not good then.
That's going to be an 18.
That hits.
Sorry, not an 18. That's going to be a, doesn't matter, 20.
Like that.
Dirty 20.
Anything higher than 16 will hit. Anyway, anything 16 and higher.
The other one is an 11. So the first one hits.
Yay.
You're going to take
A lot.
$20 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
As you feel this cool blade start to dig into your chest. Energy crackling off it as he does it. Godfrey, you're up.
Well, at least the guard didn't hit you in the nuts.
Oh, Jesus.
The guard's above his head, Dave. Like,
Turns it.
yeah, but the guard is up here, dude. It was facing down before.
Okay. Okay, it's longer than I thought it was. My mistake.
Yeah, I'm messy.
Yo, messy.
Sorry, hold on.
And as he does this, actually, there is the head of Argynvost on the pommel, and the eyes of Argynvost cross your gaze as he pulls it up.
Yep. That was actually very good to know, because he says, as he gets hit, his eyes just focus back down and they're almost burning. And he says, I am not breaking my oath. I'm merely putting it away for a moment. I'm going to cast Blinding Smite as a bonus action and attack him with my long sword.
All right.
Just to keep him out the way,
Yep.
because he has to do something. Okay, that's going to be. What am I doing? A math. A 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, with that attack, it's going to do firstly. 15. Nope. Wrong die. Still 15. 19 points of slashing damage plus. Where you at? Ma'am. There you are. Plus 20 points of radiant damage. Ooh. He also needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It does.
Nice.
That's a natural one.
He's blinded.
Okay.
Knowing that he can't see right now, my second attack won't be an attack. It's just to shove him away.
Okay.
And as I shove him away, I'm going to beeline towards Sterling. So I'll take opportunity attacks, whatever, if necessary. But I'm going to get towards Sterling.
Okay, so
While he
doing a
can't see.
shove.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you get an advantage on that shove on your strength.
Okay. Not to 20.
Oh, very
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
For 27.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, and you shove him and he falls prone. His greatsword in his hand, and you turn and you beeline. And so Sterling is just on the other side of this fence. Where do you want to go? Just to the side of the fence?
I just want to get as close as I can to make sure no one else can really get to Sterling.
Okay.
And he's right on the other side. There's no space between.
I'll say that you could actually climb that fence and be right beside him.
Okay. That's what I'll do then. I'll just be there.
Okay.
That's good for me.
Okay. All right. Good turn. As Merelda, you are up.
I just wanted to say you knocked down that archer when you were moving stuff around, so he should. He's on the ground right now, but he should be up on the thing. Like he's.
Yeah,
I think that's Falfer.
That's Falfer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Falfer.
Oh, it's
Thank you.
I was
Falfer.
gonna.
Good.
He can
What happened to the
going.
archer?
Yeah. No, the archers are up here, up on top of.
Oh,
like,
I
up this
can't
way.
see from the. Okay,
Yeah,
they're out
they're
of
off
they're
to
out
our
of range.
right.
From
They're
the,
out of range. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that one archer that was hit me before, he's crispy but not charged, so I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
Okay. He needs a dex save.
No, that's
Oh.
a 17 to hit.
That's a hit. Yes, that's still a hit.
And it's for 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. He takes it. And actually, he should not have regenerated because you hit him with a fire bolt last time, right? So,
I hit him with lightning last time.
Oh, lightning. Okay, yeah, right. Sorry. So he does still get that. Okay. All right. Do you want to move at all?
Is there anybody left on the other side of this fence?
Just Dimitri.
Or is everybody? Or is everybody down? Like enemies
yeah,
down?
So Vladimir's down. Dimitri stands here. There is a revenant beside Dimitri who is still up, and there is a revenant that is currently down, missing a head.
Okay, if there's a revenant still up, I'll stay. And as a bonus action, I will start a blade song.
Okay. Cool. All right. Falfer, you're up.
Okay. Having imagined a giant ethereal Portuguese hand knocking me off the mausoleum, then picking me back up and putting me at the top,
Yeah.
I get inspiration like, oh, this great deity somehow has put me in the right position to destroy the archer across the way.
Okay.
And so I will again take my attack with 2 short hand crossbows against
Short
my
hand
foe. All right, so those are, you awesome D&D Beyond. 16 to hit on the first,
That's a
and
hit.
12 to hit on the second.
Nope. It hits the battlement. The second one hits the battlement.
Okay, so first one will do 9 points of damage to that archer.
Okay. All right.
And for my movement, do I see any points of entrance? Like, you know how mausoleums sometimes have the archways across the top of the mausoleums, you know what I mean? Like, so that you can get in
There's no way to get into the mausoleum.
from the top? No? Okay. Just wondered. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. All right.
I tried Inception, it didn't work.
Okay. All right. At this point, the revenant that is on the ground dissipates into dust as he disappears, as does his head that was kicked to the fence. The one behind you, Sterling, attacks. Dimitri attacks you again. That is not going to be enough. That is going to be a 24. That's 11 points of damage.
I am down.
Dimitri falls unconscious.
Where is Dimitri? There he is. Oof.
I'll move it this way a bit so we can see unconscious Dimitri. In fact, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so we can... There we go. Okay. That's that Revenant. The Revenants beside you, Sterling, just turn their attention to you more. Obviously attempting to stop you from entering. They're both going to take attacks. First one. What's your armor class? 21 right now, without the shield?
Yep, 21.
Okay. First one is a 26. Second one's a natural 20.
Cool.
Those are the two attacks from the first.
Uvar to give him disadvantage on that nat 20.
Okay. That is a 24.
All right, better than a nat 20.
Yeah, it is. Much better than a nat 20.
Really is.
That's true.
The first one's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second Revenant is going to attack. That is going to be a 17, which isn't enough. That one is a natural 1 as he clangs off your armor and his longsword skitters across the ground.
He is unarmed.
And that
Even
is
worse.
And then the two archers are going to take shots at you, Sterling, as you are now the main target.
Do I still have cover from the skull?
I'm gonna say you have +1 to your AC from the back.
Okay, so I'm at 22.
First one is a 20. It's not gonna be enough.
F you archers.
Second one is a 23.
Okay.
Third shot is a natural 20. First shot of the second one. And the next one misses.
Cool.
It's okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah,
So
I'm
first
big,
shot-
I'm metal.
First shot is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Second shot is 16 points of damage for the crit.
All right. Okay. It's all right. So I'm leaking a little bit of oil, but overall okay.
Dimitri, you're up. Travas, you're on deck.
Okay. Here is my first death save. And it is a fail.
Okay. Dimitri has one failed save on his.
I can't say goodbye to someone again.
Travas, you're up.
How far open is the door at this point?
Not. It's got a crack in it from Sterling's fist.
Okay, I'm going to oh boy. Having yeah, he's going to it's hard to get into like the mindset of this guy. Okay, he's going to I want to jump across the tops of the tombstones to get to the guy that's beside Sterling.
The guy, this guy, or the one
Yeah, that guy.
behind? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So just kind of boop, boop, boop across. And then I want to land beside him and I'll attack with both my weapons.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Give
do
me an
that.
acrobatics check.
Yes, sir. A 10.
Okay. I'm going to say that you kind of land on the first one, whoop, 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 and you kind of like land on the ground. So you step
Yeah.
off here. So that's 10, 15, 20. It gets you there still.
Okay. Thank you. So I'll attack with my short sword and then my dagger.
Yep.
Short sword is a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Dagger's a natural 20.
Oh, natural 20s tonight.
Oh, man.
Let's go to
cow.
us.
Okay, so short sword is going to be 10 plus sneak attack. So that's 20 in total.
Okay.
And then my dagger is going to be 7 plus 4, so 11 more.
Okay. And do you have 2-weapon fighting?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sterling, you're up.
Okay, so I'm making 2 more kick attacks at the door. The first one was a nat 20 for 25, so I'm going to put on my 20 glasses for that.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Actually, you know what? You already did it. Never mind. Okay, so
Okay.
the first one's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with a flat damage like that, I guess that just doubles it.
No, roll this damage on the second one.
Well, because for an unarmed strike, it's just a flat 3 points of damage.
Yeah, so
So
that would
that's-
be double. Sure, let's say 6.
So okay, so that'll be 6. The second one was 15 to hit.
That
Right?
is.
Did I miss the door?
Not enough. Unfortunately, but
Those
the
are
first
hard
one
to hit,
did 60
so.
points of damage. As part of the marble crumbles away, starting to create a hole in the doorway. And you do see that with that first natural 20 kick, the door actually goes and it opens slightly, like it starts to
Okay.
push in. Not the damage you're doing, but it starts to move.
All right.
Okay.
Investigation. You read there's a sign that says pull.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Vladimir gets up.
He's blinded. Just remember that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just reminder.
I know. And you do notice that he. Did you hit him with Radiant?
I did.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Currently not knowing where anyone is, he is going to make a perception check. Okay.
Just so you know, if
Yeah.
he made a perception check not using anything, using sight, it was an automatic fail. If he's trying to hear shit, that's a different story.
Yeah, he's trying to hear. He's just trying to gain bearing on
Yep, no worries.
on where people might be.
Definitely I feel that.
And you're lucky, Dimitri, that you're not making any sound because you're the closest enemy right now. So he is going to. He obviously hears where the fighting is happening, so he's going to run towards the fence.
This should be comical.
And as he kind of runs toward the fence, he stops at it and obviously understands that it's there. Oh, and he can't kind of climber. How long is he blind for?
He is blind until I drop concentration.
Okay. All right then.
Sorry, husbando.
It's okay. He is going to attack through the fence with his greatsword at disadvantage.
Do I have cover by the fence?
Well,
I'm just a blind individual trying to swing perfectly through a fence.
which,
even at
not
disadvantage.
perfectly. He's sticking his sword like this, and he's just thrusting. And the
Okay.
disadvantage that he has is because the blinded condition causes disadvantage. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pokey pokey at the air.
That is not going to be enough.
Okay.
As shung, it like comes right beside you and leaves again. But he was very close. And you can feel him kind of nick your cloak. Godfrey, you're up.
Godfrey, two things. One is a spoken thing. So this is the place I know very well. I know he's just bashing it in. Do I know how to get into the mausoleum?
If you push, it would take some serious strength to open it.
Okay, so what he's doing is actually the best thing he can do right now.
You think there may be some more success if you push.
Gotcha. Then I will scream out, "Stop kicking it and push it down, or push it in." Pointing my sword down at Dimitri, and swing it all the way around as I cast 8 at 3rd level. Dimitri, Sterling, and myself.
Okay.
No, Dimitri, Sterling, and Travas, because he's over there.
Okay.
I'll get 10 points of healing. 10. Your AC is at 10, not 15. So the effective aid would reset to now 10. Adam, you're up.
Sorry, so they get 10 points of 10 temporary hit points?
It's not temp. Your max goes up by 10.
Okay.
But if you cast a spell, it gets reset, so he would get 10 points.
But he heals 10 points as well.
He does heal, yes.
Okay. All right, so now you are prone but conscious, Dimitri. Esmeralda, you're up.
I am going to hit that revenant with a firebolt.
The one up above Dimitri?
The one by the fence? Or
So
he's blinded. Wait, there's two. There's one by the fence,
that's Vladimir.
and then there's the one by Dimitri.
This is the other one. This is the one standing over Dimitri, who is now...
I'm going to hit that one over Dimitri for
Okay.
sure. Oh, I was so close. I thought that was going to be a 20 for a second. That is only an 8 to hit.
Yeah, that's not enough. And it hits the fence, igniting just beside where Vladimir is.
Oh, really quickly, Vladimir, make a Constitution saving throw. Hey, it's at the end of his turn. I forgot to say so.
Yeah. That is a 25.
Yeah, that blindness is gone.
Okay. All right. And as he strikes through, you see him kind of pull back, and the kind of glossed over white eyes turn back to that crimson
Yep,
that you are familiar with. Do you want to move at all, Esmeralda, or is that your turn?
I'll still stay where I am.
Okay. All right, Falfa, you're up.
Okay. I will, given that Vladimir is so... who is attacking Sterling at this point?
There are two revenants on the other side of him that are attacking him.
Are they covered from my perspective? Jay?
No, the one has slight cover behind massive Dimitri and massive Sterling and the skull. One is in complete view of you, which is this one here.
Okay, so I'll aim for that guy.
Okay.
And again, use my my crossbow hand crossbows. So that would be 13 to hit on the first and 19 to hit on the second.
Okay, can we verify the crossbow thing? Because I know that loading a crossbow requires, I think it's a bonus action.
Sorry,
Like you can load one crossbow bolt.
I did not hear you. I may have disconnected.
No. You there?
Now I'm here. I
Okay.
think.
I just want to look at crossbow rules real quick, just to make sure we're doing that right, because it does take. There's a special reload action that has to occur.
Let's look at this. Proficiency with hand crossbow allows you to add your proficiency bonus to attack rolls. Blah blah blah. I think we dealt with this kind of at a lower level.
Yeah.
Jay, where we discussed that it was able to load within an
And didn't you take the crossbow expert
Yeah, you need
feat?
crossbow expert feat to ignore reloading.
Okay, let me just double check here.
Just
Yeah,
real
I
quick,
think you
because I
took
know
that, didn't you?
I know we've talked about that before.
I think I took it when I switched over.
So because of
but
the
I
time,
don't see
sorry.
in-
So loading the loading thing on crossbows is because of the time required to load this weapon, you can fire only one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally take.
Right, but I'm also able to take a double-handed, two-handed attack, two-weapon fighting, and because it's a sorry, let me just melee attack with it instead of making. Oh no, that's just for melee. No, throw the weapon, ranged weapons. All
Yeah,
right.
so you can only fire one piece, but you have two of them.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
Yeah.
at Jeremy Crawford.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jeremy, you can, whether it's an attack or a bonus action or reaction, on each of those things, you can only attack once with a crossbow, unless you have crossbow expert.
Yeah, but if
So
he's
if you
got
have-
two-hand crossbows.
Then if you have the action and the bonus action, he has a two-handed crossbow. I'm looking. It says with the loading property, he says it's one piece per action, bonus action, or reaction. So if you have a two-handed, your action is loading it and attacking, but you only get one attack unless you do your bonus action to also do that same thing. If you
Right,
have
so-
bonus action to do that.
So I would take a round of combat to reload both of my hand crossbows.
Yes, I believe that's what it says. Because you
Okay.
can load and fire one as an attack action, no matter how many attacks you have.
I was pretty sure you took crossbow expert though already.
Yeah, I forget what happened. Yeah,
Didn't you do it at like level 5?
when I switched over to Dread Ambusher or I forget what it was. There was like at level 4 there was something that we did that it doesn't. Yeah, I mean I don't want to
Yeah, it looks like you have sharpshooter, not crossbow expert.
belabor the point here. I can look for it after.
Okay, you have
That
sharpshooter,
could
I
be
think,
what
not
we
crossbow
picked
expert.
sharpshooter rather than crossbow expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do one attack for now, and then
Okay.
we can add damage later if it's the case. But
Cool, so what I'll do is
sorry.
I'll reload on this round then. That's
Okay.
what I'll do.
Okay, you're reloading both.
Yep.
Okay.
As my action and bonus action.
Okay. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure we clarify.
That's all good.
Okay. I am going to roll an intelligence check for this revenant, because Dimitri, you're right at his feet. Yeah, you're down right now. He's not concerned about you. 5, 10, 15 to the fence. This revenant is going to try and attack twice through the fence at you, Godfrey. I'm going to give him disadvantage with that, as he's trying to attack you through an area. That's not going to be enough. And with his second attack, it's not going to be enough, as he's poking kind of the longsword through at you, trying to reach you and cannot. Those two revenants are going to attack you again, Sterling. Both of the first ones miss.
Okay.
Second one is a 23 and a 26. So the second one hits you twice.
Yep, those hit.
6 points of damage
Uh-huh.
and 11 points of damage.
Okay, 17 total. Ooh.
And the two archers are going to take their shots. First one is... And I'm not ganging up on you, but you are the biggest threat currently to the current scenario. That's a 21. Or sorry, that's a 24.
With some cover.
And no, with... Yeah, with 1 point of cover, did you... 24 still hits?
Yeah, because it's 22
22
with the 1 point of cover, because it's pretty much replacing my shield.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Second one.
Man.
Jeez, these dice.
Hold on, I didn't use my reaction yet. So on that nat 20, I'm going to use the Sky Rune,
Okay.
and I'm going to shift that damage from me over to the other D-bag.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. So you're shifting the damage to the other revenant.
Yeah, from the nat 20 attack.
Nice.
Okay. So that
Very
would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 points of damage to him. Very good. And then the next one is 10 points of damage to you.
Okay, 10 points damage for me. So yeah, I'm leaking oil and you know, all the robot fluids. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
And the second archer, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Right now, Sterling's just getting ding, 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 hit from all sides, and still standing.
I'm gonna Boromir my way through this.
Dimitri, you're up. Travas, you're on deck.
Nice.
Okay, I am, while I'm still on the ground, just going to spend the rest of my lay on hands pool just to get me back up. So that's 12. And am I able to, you said the door is open a little. Can I see through into the inside of the mausoleum?
No, it's open just a crack,
Okay.
and it's a thick door, thick marble slab.
Okay. Then I will, I guess that's my action. So
What's your action?
I'll
To use your spell?
lay on hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll stand up, but I don't want to be heard yet.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Travas, you're up. Sterling, you're on deck.
Yeah, I hate to do the same things over and over again, but that's, I think, the appropriate thing to do would be to attack this guy a couple more times.
Yep.
Do I have a sense of, like, when I stab him, that maybe 20% of that wound heals? Maybe 50%?
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah. Okay. Not great at medicine. It's a 5.
You have no idea.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I'll just attack again with my 2 attacks.
Okay.
Short sword and then dagger.
Okay.
Just slicing and dicing. Whoa! 25 to hit with the short sword.
That's a hit.
23 with the dagger.
That's a hit.
That's going to be. That's the wrong die. 7 plus 7.
14.
So it's 14.
Okay.
Plus my sneak. Plus 8. So 22 damage.
Okay.
As I stabby and pokey.
Yeah, as you start to stab, he looks back at you, still trying to attack Sterling, not happy with the damage that he's taking.
I'm like a little mosquito on his back.
Yeah, Sterling, you're up.
Okay, as a bonus action, I use my second wind and recover 7 points of damage. That's all it gave me. I'm still pretty bloody, but I'm going to shift the weight of the skull so as to, when I lift my foot and press it to push in the door, the skull would, like, hopefully help, lean the weight forwards into the door.
Okay.
Normally I would be able to push 450 pounds. I don't know how that applies while I'm carrying a skull. I'm hoping that the weight of the skull helps, but that's my plan, is to kind of like push this door in with my foot and using the skull as leverage to kind of push me forward further.
I'm going to give you advantage for that. I'd like you to make a strength check, please. Athletics check.
Okay. And there's no such thing as double advantage, right? That's a 21. But,
that's a 21. Okay. With a 21, as you press the skull against this door, the door opens wide. And you are now standing within an open, or standing basically looking halfway through into this mausoleum.
Okay, with my movement, I'm gonna head right in and try to find wherever this skull needs to go.
Okay. As you enter the mausoleum, the interior is dark and dusty. You see 4 empty alcoves with raised floors. Etched into the far wall is a verse written in Draconic. Okay. Can you read Draconic?
No.
Okay. But you stumble into the mausoleum, but as you're passing, you get attack of opportunities from both. That's not enough. That is a 18 is not enough either.
No.
So they both miss as they clink off the back of the skull. You are currently inside the mausoleum with the skull.
So the skull has to go on top of a beacon?
So as you
Oh,
enter,
is the beacon.
as you enter the mausoleum, you feel this energy, almost like electricity, start to arc off of the skull and kind of start to hit the walls and begin to spider across the interior of the mausoleum. And as that happens, give me 1 sec here.
That's always what you want when you're made of metal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's recharging my batteries, dude. That's how
Yeah, you take
it's
40
like
points of healing.
charging a phone and a microwave, you know? So,
Same thing.
Yeah.
Don't try that at home,
Yeah,
kids.
do not do that.
Godfrey, you turn towards Vladimir as you feel this energy, all of the hair on the back of your neck kind of rising, and you getting this sense of this presence within the area. And as you look up, as the skull is placed into the mausoleum, you see just a glimpse, and you see this too, Dimitri, as the spirit of Argynvost apparates at the peak of the tower. As you hear a mighty roar that fills the valley, and all of you hear this audibly. The dragon spirit transforms into a brilliant light that fills the room at the top of the tower. Now this tower is just this way and up above the, like high above the roof of Argynvost, within the steeple, basically, of the chapel. Flashing across the valley like a beacon of a lighthouse. To the left of Vladimir, the Revenant, for a moment, his shoulders slump. And he looks up at the beacon, and the countenance on his face immediately changes. From anger and vengeance to hope. As a glimmer of their former selves flashes in their eyes, and you guys see this across the Revenants that remain. Immediately you watch as their corporal forms fall away to dust, and what is left standing is their incorporeal souls in their purest form. And you see them for the first time, Godfrey, in 400 years, look like they did before they fell.
And what happens to Godfrey?
I'm getting there. Give me a second. Crusaders of truth and light, once again restored. As one, they all look in your direction, Godfrey, and with a unified nod, their spirits begin to rise up into the air, out of view and dissipate. Vladimir turns to you, Godfrey, and he begins to, a la Infinity War, begins to, spoiler warning, begins to flake as his face begins to disintegrate.
And in Draconic, the last thing he hears is, "I'll see you soon."
And he reaches through the fence, and you grab his hand as the rest of his body, the last thing disintegrating is his hand as you clutch and the ashes fall from his grasp. You are left standing as silence comes across the graveyard. What do you all do?
We did it! Then I kind of look around at everybody around.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of a, just like a whatever acrobatic little flip I can off the top of the mausoleum to get to the ground. I'll attempt a little thing to impress Trevas.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll say something to the Godfrey. I do not understand what is happening. Why Okay, so first off, kind DM, did Godfrey's complexion change? Is he no longer? He is the same as he was.
He's the same.
But all of his friends have gone.
Right. And you can see the confusion in his eyes.
Why am I still here?
I was asking myself the same exact question. Why are you still here?
So Godfrey, the beacon is lit. What next?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I have done what I needed, but apparently I have unfinished business. Their souls have been freed, but mine is free, but not free of him.
Should we climb the tower then?
No. You all have done what you needed to do. And I cannot thank you enough. But obviously, I still have a path. And that path includes destroying what destroyed us to begin with. My vengeance has not been sated.
Yes.
And
I will go inside and find out. Maybe Sterling just did not put it on the right place or something.
It has been done. The beacon is lit.
And as he says that, you all look up, and there is a sense of hope that has been absent from you for as long as you can remember. And anyone who can see the beacon, and in the areas in Barovia, that those that are good of heart and of good alignment can see the beacon, you all get +1 to your AC and +1 to saving throws, as long as that beacon stays lit. Not only that, but those in our Discord community, the good aligned Vistani, also get +1 to their AC and +1 to their saving throws for lighting the beacon.
Sweet.
Nice.
But as one thing is done, there's still a lot more to do. You all have no home. You have no place to go. The Vistani, they need you, but your presence has been problematic, as Madam Ava has said. Therefore, especially with one of you being now a knight of the Order of the Silver Dragon, Argynvost hold is yours. It could be a home, or a sanctuary, or a place to rest. But it is yours for your fight against Strahd. And I will assist you. I can be a caretaker, or I can be what you need, a guide. But it's yours. and I will weirdly climb back over the fence. Actually, no. I look down and I see where Vladimir's form was, seeing the sword laying next to the fence, probably at this point.
Yep.
And I will pick it up. And I'll look at Dimitri. You do wear a shield, but with the light of the beacon, perhaps you won't need it, and you can wield this. No one else should wield it other than you.
And at this point, he hands you a +2 greatsword. Its hilt sculpted to resemble a silver dragon, wings and a pommel shaped like a silver dragon's head, clutching a black opal between its teeth.
It will be my honor to carry this weapon in the name of the Order of the Silver Dragon.
May it guide you and give you the hope that this place needs, Sir Dimitri. There are things inside. Vladimir guarded a tome, a book, that you might need. It was last in the audience hall. But become acclimated. Find it useful. Make it your home. I need to commune with Argynvost, to understand what this means for me.
And take as much time as you need.
Again.
And Godfrey will nod to everyone, nod to Travas, and begin to walk inside.
And at this point, as Godfrey said, Argynvost is now yours to be your lair as you see fit. Godfrey will remain at Argynvost as your chamberlain of sorts, to greet you when you come back, to watch when you're away. And at this point, I would like to thank Omega for joining us in the role of Godfrey up to this point. That is a wrap on Omega as Godfrey. Thank you so much, and we're going to take a break.
Wow!
Woo!
All right, welcome back, cast. What an awesome first half. More than first half, but anyways, we're gonna go a little late if that's okay with everyone on stream. After lighting the beacon, you have all leveled up. Welcome to level 7. As usual, though, you can level up your character, do your hit points and stuff, but you won't get any of the special feats and all of that stuff until you've finished a long rest. Or when we decide to kind of do it narratively, but it won't probably happen until next session.
Cool.
As I know it'll take you time to kind of choose stuff or whatever, but...
Done. Just kidding.
All right. You stand in the cemetery currently. The skull back where it belongs, the beacon lit. What do you do?
Did we do it? Is that what we wanted?
I think we're successful. This might be the most success we've seen thus far.
Yes, do not expect this kind of result every time. To be honest, it's quite a surprise that we've made it.
It has been a very difficult time.
I do not know how to celebrate. How do we celebrate this?
But you have a new house. That's pretty cool.
Have you seen
He
it?
did mention a book, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Vladimir had a book that
Should we go see what that is?
I think so. Where in the house do you suppose it would be? Is there a...
He mentioned
This is where it was,
The audience
yeah.
hall. He said it was in the audience hall.
And just to clarify, sorry, it's not good aligned people for the beacon, it's anyone who opposes Strahd. So that allows more alignments to enjoy the benefits.
Cool.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yes, so perhaps we take our business to the audience hall. We learn where it is. Godfrey, he went inside. Maybe we should leave him alone for a while. We can find it on our own, no?
I think so.
I think so. And after what's happened, I think he probably just needs some time to himself right now.
I agree.
Okay. Now that Argynvost is yours to do with what you will, we can actually start to traverse it a little bit. Not traverse it, or traverse it. Traverse it. Okay. Where do you want to start? Do you want to enter through the back door that Godfrey came through? The gate currently still open?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we're going to go through the door, though, I'll say, wait. Let me check it.
What are you going to check?
I would like to check for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
After you, my friend.
Not very good. 12.
With the 12, it doesn't seem to be trapped.
That's not very promising.
No.
I don't see any traps. I will go first.
Okay.
Just in case. I'll hop through the door.
Okay. You notice that actually as you approach it, it's an iron banded door, which was chained shut but was opened by Godfrey as he came through. Inside is a 10-foot tall archway with a staircase to your left and to your right.
Success.
Come on in.
No traps, my friend. Well done. I turn to
did it.
Sterling and Dimitri and Esmeralda and I say, do you think I need to encourage him on every step of the way, or?
Oh. He's got to toughen up. We don't have to keep, babying him.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I can still hear you.
It was meant to be a stage whisper.
It's not a bad idea, though. Still being wary. Let me try something. I'm going to close my eyes and use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Just to see if there's any fiend or undead within 60 feet of where we are right now.
There is not.
I think we might be a bit safer than we were the first time. I can't say the same about the pressure plate at the front door, but we know about that, so don't step on it.
Would anyone
Perhaps-
be able to detect any magic surrounding us? Because I can't.
Because I cannot either.
I don't really trust
Very
magic.
useful.
A weird thing to say.
What?
Because it's every one of us has a little bit of magic inside. You know what I mean?
I think if I spend the night in preparation, I might be able to come up with a way of doing such a thing.
You would like to do that now?
I wish I could, but sometimes these things take time if you're not prepared.
I thought it
Some of
might
the-
help us in our investigation, but
What time of the day is it, Mr. DM?
It's late morning, almost kind of noon. You had woken up and you
Not
came
quite the
straight here.
bedtime.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So having learned to trust Dimitri's perception of the undead and people who are unsavory around, I'll just venture into the different rooms and start kind of going around,
Okay.
trying to find
All right.
the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. So inside this banded door, you have a hallway to the left and a hallway to the right with a slight flight of stairs that comes to a landing that both lead to doors. Which way would you like to go, left or right? And you can see the
I'm
map
gonna
there
go-
at the top of the map there.
Yep.
Sorry, what am I saying? That is
Should
not.
Are we
we
coming
split
in
up?
through the top of the map?
Yeah, sorry, that is not correct. I apologize. Over on the right is not the over on the right by the mausoleum. You can see on the right by the where the
Yes.
graveyard is. There is that kind of flight of stairs that curves around a small tower. There is a banded door there. That is what's open. As you
Okay.
enter that, it's actually the cathedral. I apologize, the chapel
Okay.
that exists inside.
So yeah, I'll go through those double doors into the next room.
Okay. So, and you've already seen the chapel. You kind of understand what it is. There's a balcony up top that you can see and overlook. As you enter the next room, this is a room that you have been in. Have you? No, you have not been in this room. This is a dining hall. A 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of the hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings, and several of the chairs have been overturned or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are two life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields. You notice that rainwater trickles through the cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor. 5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The door in the northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel, which is the one that you just came through.
Yep.
it's a fixer-upper, but, great, solid foundation. Great features.
Was that a wolf I heard in the background of the?
It may have been
No.
a tavern dog.
Siren's Gate.
Okay.
But before, I want to lag behind them just a little bit and take a quick look around this chapel.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
That's a 26.
Okay. With the 26, you recognize as one of the prime deities in Barovia is the Morning Lord, that this is absolutely a chapel to the Morning Lord.
Yep.
As you see that there are symbols of the sun in various positions and places, as well as stained glass depicting the Morning Lord with outstretched hands and a sun with beams of light.
Okay.
There is a balcony with it appears 2 smaller towers with spiral staircases up the side that you would enter to go up. But other than that, there is just an altar that stands at the foot or at the end of the chapel.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all you see right in here. Yeah.
Can I quickly take a circle around the altar and investigate it before heading towards those double doors to join them?
Say that again. Sorry.
I'm going to quickly jog up to the front of the altar and just search around the altar.
Yeah,
To see if there's any compartments or anything before joining the team.
yeah.
the
With
group
that
again.
investigation check, you don't see anything.
Okay, so I'll jog back out to them.
Okay.
In the other room. I'd also like to take a look. I mean, you described it pretty well. What's up with this? What's with this glowing candelabra?
Yeah, it seems to have some sort of unnatural glow to it. You don't see candles or anything like that would be burning at this point. What are you trying to surmise?
I need to tell me its secrets.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 17.
It appears to be some sort of magical continual light.
Yeah, I want to grasp it and pick it up.
No, so the
And I'll
candle,
say to them-
it's hanging from the ceiling.
Then I cannot
Chandelier,
pick
it's a
it up.
chandelier,
That'd be
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen something like this?
No, how does it stay lit? I don't see any candles.
That's amazing.
It's very
I-
strange.
Could I take a closer look at the statues? Are they what are the statues made of? Or are they like those things where like those standing armor situations?
Yeah. There seem to be made of, let me just check here one sec. Yeah, they seem to be made of some sort of, and everything in here at one point was quite richly made. A lot of gold and coin went into creating this manor. And they just seem to be like a high-end marble. And again, depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields.
Did they seem to be two very specific people or just...
No, just kind of a representation of the knights of the order.
Okay. All right. Then I'd like to take a closer look at the chandelier with everybody else.
Arcana check.
$18.
Okay. With an 18, you've seen a continual flame spell cast on something before, and you imagine that's what it is.
Ah, that's what it is. Somebody just put one of those continuing flame spells.
I've never heard of it.
It's like when you cast light, and I use a light cantrip to just be like poof.
Oh,
But like it just stays on.
that's good. So we can expect whenever we, need a place in the building to make sure we can see things or read or whatever, this will be lit. That's great.
Yeah.
So I'll pull up to the table, pull out one of the chairs, being uncomfortably short for this kind of thing that I'm about to set up. I'm going to attempt to get my feet to the table, and since I'm so short, my back kind of slips to the bottom of the chair.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of trying to look cool, but I'm not looking cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to
You
reach
look
my
like
legs onto the table.
like a child at the adult table. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This place
With
will
your hands
really
up
suit
on
us
the
well.
armrests, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like it. I could see us really turning this place around, you know?
Well, we must keep our focus on the task at hand. Before any renovations, we must defeat Strahd.
Really? Come on, Dimitri. A little bit of fun will never hurt anyone, huh?
It's not a little bit of fun. Do you see how much work needs to go into this place?
It's a little bit of spit and gumption. Surely we can do something with it.
Dravas will kind of mirror his posture in one of the other chairs.
Okay.
So he'll sit down in another chair and put his feet up as well. And look
I knew
across
I
the
liked you
conference.
for a reason, young one.
This is one of the nicer homes around here.
I'm going to sit at the head of the table and just kick my feet up.
There you go, Esmeralda. Join in.
That reminds me, I brought a little bit of food for everybody. And I'm going to go into my pack. I brought 5 rations of direwolf meat, which I stole from the wolfsbane at Gakis. Sorry, Discord. Yeah, and I'll hand it out.
Okay.
I'll
See-
take a seat too.
See, Dimitri, time to smell the roses. Or the direwolf, in this case.
Yes, but this will only prove to be sustenance for our bodies that we may continue in our mission.
Yes, of course. So serious.
I am a knight, again, remember? And I hold up the hilt.
Yes, and I'll get up onto my chair, short, and I'll make a bow. Yes, of course, Sir Knight of the Great, Sir Paladin Knight of Greatness, Your Greatness, Sir.
Can I just press to digitize like a jester hat on Falfer? Does that work in this
doesn't.
situation?
Do it.
If you had minor illusion, yeah. But,
Like a minor illusion.
yeah.
Dang. Harmless sensory effect. Okay, that's a sensory effect. All right. Really wanted to just.
It's a small effect. I'm sure the DM can make it work.
What do you want to do?
In my mind, it's at least what I'm
Yes.
thinking I
Yes.
wish I could do at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Esmeralda starts to snicker. And yeah.
Would this period of eating our wolf lunch, could we, do you want to make this a short rest?
You guys can if you want.
That would be great. Good idea,
Yeah.
Dimitri.
Okay. You all can take a short
We'll
rest.
do it.
All right. Short rest.
While you're sitting eating your direwolf meat, and you've been sitting for what feels like about an hour or so, 45 minutes to an hour, stretching out a little bit, obviously feeling the weight of the day, but also the reveling a little bit in your success at the task at hand. You hear a voice call out from the direction of what you know is the foyer. There are 2 sets of double doors opposite the wall of the chapel. And you hear a voice echo out, but can't quite make out what's being said. What do you do?
Did you guys hear that?
Where did it come from?
From those doors.
Those doors?
Everyone's done eating. Should we go have a look?
I think that might be super wise.
Which doors?
So the double doors on the if you're looking at the map as it is, on the left
chapel?
side of the
Oh.
no, leading into the foyer, opposite
Okay.
the wall of the chapel.
I see. What can we
Can
tell what
I-
it said? Or
No, they're
what
quite
language?
muffled and distant.
How distant did it seem?
Perception check.
Did it seem like? Okay.
Like emotionally distant? Or just...
16.
With a 16, it almost sounds like it was at the entrance of the, like it was far enough and distant enough that it was probably at the entrance to the main foyer area.
Could I get there in a minute, let's say?
Oh, you could get there in 30 seconds if you wanted to.
Okay, cool. Because I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself and go check it out before we go jump into something dangerous.
Okay.
So you're just turned invisible?
Yeah, so Esmeralda speaks a couple incantations and she disappears from view.
You hear my voice for a split second. I'm like, I'll be right back.
Give me a
And I'll-
stealth check, Esmeralda.
Where is she going? Where did she go?
18.
She must be going to look at where the voice came from.
All right.
I'll go check it out.
So you don't hear anything as she walks away after the whisper. Esmeralda, you come through the double doors and you come around the corner of the staircase and you see a silhouette of a humanoid in the doorway leading into the foyer. And the silhouette calls out again. Is anyone here? It sounds like. Something to that effect. But you can see that this silhouette is not quite human. You see the upper half of a human, but the legs seem beast-like, almost. And as you approach a little closer, and as the creature steps into the foyer, give me a nature check, please.
Sorry, muted. 22.
Okay. You have heard, being a monster hunter, and having an understanding of creatures, not just of this plane, but others as well. Well, not necessarily this plane, but the material plane, but also surrounding planes. You have heard legends of a creature called a satyr, a half-goat, half-human type creature. And as this creature steps through, rich skin, dark, and a very familiar plaid scarf around its neck. At this point, I'd like to invite Omega back as his new character.
What?
Omega, can you please give me a description of your character? I think you're muted.
You're still muted. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You see a goat-like entity. Most of his body is humanoid-ish. His legs are goat feet. His face, you see, his hair is long and almost dread-like, braided to the back, starting black brown, going into a luscious like teal green. His eyes are bright blue. His beard and mustache reflecting his hair, and you see two big goat horns, some goat ears. He's wearing a brown, green, and blue vest, wearing a necklace of sorts, but that necklace is cleanly concealed by a plaid, what's the word I'm looking for? Piece of cloth around his neck. And he just looks, hey.
Still invisible.
Wait. Before we go any further,
You're right. He didn't see anything yet. He goes, hello.
can I ask? So the rest of us are currently in the other room. It's
Yes.
only Esmeralda
Yes.
in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanted to get the frame of reference
Yes.
right. Cool.
All right, so still invisible. I'll just be like, state your business.
You hear that come from
Who
the
are you?
darkness beyond.
I can't see anything. Hello. Where are you?
I will will cast, because I can cast a cantrip while I do a concentration spell. So I'm just going to light the area that he's in, but I am still invisible.
Okay.
Oh,
And I will
right.
say again, who are you? State your business.
Do I recognize her voice
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural one. So that's a 9.
Yeah, you have no idea who it is or where the voice is coming from.
I was with people. Am I still chained up to the am I still
No.
Okay,
So,
I got out of
yeah.
it. Okay.
So you woke up and you were tied around the neck to the statue.
Yeah.
Not quite totally fully aware of how you got there. Everything's very foggy at this point.
Yeah.
But you got up and you saw this mansion and you walked in to see if you could find anyone.
Friends, I'm looking for I don't know where I am.
What is your name?
My name it's Noggins.
I will poof into existence again. No freaking way. It cannot be.
And you recognize now Esmeralda standing there as one of the companions that you were traveling with.
And I recognize the scarf, yeah?
Yeah. You put two and two together.
Oh, way!
Where I was smaller and now I'm and you and everyone else?
Yes, we're here. How?
And you all hear now her yell, "No
shouting.
way!" close to the doorway.
I'll run into the other room.
And as you all kind of like spill through the door behind Esmeralda, as you stand here, watch her standing with this creature in the foyer, lit up.
Esmeralda, who is this? I put my hand on my sword.
Is
Hey, bro.
Noggins?
he has a scarf. I don't know why I don't know how he changed. But it's him.
How is this possible?
I remember being outside and there was a bright light and now
It is funny.
You remember all of us.
I remember a pen and I remember a house and mean lady and where's my friend?
Oh no.
No, this is not, this cannot be true. This is not true. Wait, you say your name is Noggins. That's so strange. So strange because if I remember correctly, that was also the name of my my friend on which I rode.
You were on top of me.
It is you.
You wouldn't have known
Wow. You have changed so much. How is this possible?
I don't know. Well, I'm here and I don't really know where to go now, so I'm just gonna stay with you.
You have to stay with us.
Which friend were you talking about just now?
He like looks down at his scarf and he gets like rips it off.
Oh,
Guys, I don't know if we should tell him.
No. This cannot be happening.
I don't understand who this is.
Hi. I'm Noggins.
Nice to meet you, Noggins. I'm Travas.
Travas.
He's new.
Travas.
I'm
Travas.
I'm almost certain we have not met. But they
No,
gave
I
me a
don't-
much harder time to let me join than you, so you must be very special.
I saw Noggins save the day. Like he literally rolled in on Noggins.
I mean, this goat is perhaps single-handedly responsible for me saving everyone here.
He is the greatest of all time.
I remember that.
This is I'm gonna looking back and forth between them. I'll lean closer to Falfan. This is not a goat.
Not anymore. Not anymore. He is. It seems like perhaps this goat who was once a goat has turned into this, and we are not sure why. But let us ask him. So, Noggins, what do you remember about? So you said a bright light. Was there someone who showed you this light? Was there? How did it happen?
You all went to the back, and I was here, and I waited.
So you mean the beacon?
And he points to the light, the big light. Yeah. And he's like starts feeling himself. This is new. Well, this is new now.
Are you saying that somehow the beacon transformed you?
Were you under a curse before? Or is this new entirely?
I don't remember everything.
Gee, are you hungry? Like, do you need anything?
You have food?
Yeah, we should have more. Like, don't we have more of those?
I only had 5. We ate them all.
I have a few things that I can share. I'll pull
I
out.
have
Do not
run.
take Feltra's food. Do not eat his food.
Oh, wait, just a moment.
I run like straight towards you, and like hearing Dimitri just like makes me pause.
It's just rations, Dimitri. Nothing crazy. Just a ration. So I'll pull a ration out from my bag and I'll hand it to Noggins.
All right.
And I will like just take him and just like start going to town. It's just a ration, but it's something. Well, I remember I was here and I was dreaming, and then something hit me, and then I fell, and then I woke up. Druids, they gave me to Mean Lady. Goat?
Yes. You were
Baba
transformed
Yaga?
into a goat?
I was not a goat before.
Saga. Are you telling me that there are druids working or in alignment with Baba Saga, the Mean Lady?
I think they were. But I don't remember much. Not about them, not about before. This is a dream. I was dreaming. This is the dream, and we can wake up.
No, it's here. I promise you, pinch yourself. It's all very real.
I pinch myself.
We had assumed that you were her food.
I pinch Falfer. I'm like, see?
Ow! Yes, see?
But in my dream, I remember falling, and then I was here. So this is a nightmare, and I have to wake up, and I don't know how to do that. I guess I'm just here with you until I do.
Noggins, we were all brought here in a similar way, just unexplainably. I think you may be trapped the same way we are.
No, I sometimes when I trance, I am out for a while. I'm sure this is all for a reason.
Okay.
He describes this place as a nightmare, and I have to admit, you might be right about that one.
Do we need to be concerned about druids?
I'm a druid.
Not you. I mean, the ones that brought you.
We have faced druids in the past. It was druids that created that giant tree creature.
Noggins immediately starts to look around. Does he have what he came with?
Yes, he does.
Can I circle around Noggins as he's talking? I want to see what weapons he's holding, what kind of packs he's holding. Does he have like the mark of Strahd on his face or something like?
Perception check.
That's a 30 20.
Okay. What does he see with the dirty 20?
I have a backpack on. I have various things on my waist. You see, in between that backpack is a big, kind of circular at the edge staff. And on his side is a big sickle that's slightly glowing. That's really all of import. But he starts to like look around. He actually gets on the ground. I was holding this circle. It was like a metal rope, a metal. I was holding that when I was trancing, and now
You dropped it?
Wait a moment. Jay.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything familiar with this, with Noggins, in relation to the one who was chained on offering for Strahd and the effigy that was replaced with Muskoka?
Give me a history check, actually.
Okay. That is a 22.
Okay. No.
Okay.
You don't think that there's any correlation between that creature and this creature.
Okay.
But you do absolutely think that the only druids that you've heard of in your travels and that you faced are the ones that were at Yesterhill, who were responsible for trying to raise the effigy, or had the effigy, and were trying to raise Winter Splinter. But you do, when he starts speaking about this item, it strikes a story that you heard back in your home dread realm of Darkon, of items that could allow people or creatures to traverse the mists. Talismans that would allow people to cross over. Very, very rare. But you wonder if this is what he's talking about.
And Nagas is currently on the ground, and though it's light, he's still trying to stare. And you see he just flicks his wrist, and a green like flame is produced that he just starts to just use as a light source to like look on the ground looking for this thing.
Perhaps if you describe it, we can help you look.
It's circular. It's like that big, and it's like a wheel, but not really. It was just shiny.
Dimitri,
Do we
show him.
see anything?
Show him. Show him. Dimitri, show him your
Yes,
show him
is it
your amulet.
something close to this? And I'll show him the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
What's that?
Similar. Maybe something you wear?
I have a necklace.
Where did you lose your wheel?
I had it when I fell in the dream, and then the dream shifted and the mist came and now I don't know. I had it on me.
It sounds like perhaps it could be anywhere. But we could help you search all of the lands for it if you'd like. Do we see it on the ground, like at his feet?
No. It's clear that it's not on the ground around him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. I normally can control my own dream space, and this is something I don't have control over. What are you all? What makes you part of this dream too?
This is not a dream.
Unfortunately, this is quite real.
Esmeralda's having an existential crisis right now. Oh my god, what if this is all a dream? What if it's a nightmare? What if we're not real? What if we're part of his dream?
I mean, maybe finding that will help me break the dream, but I don't know if I can do that alone.
Was my whole life's purpose to get out of a goat's dream?
That would be very, very unfortunate. That would be very unfortunate. Yes.
I think we may be able to solve this quickly. Noggins, have you ever heard of Strahd? An individual by the name of Strahd.
Vanzarovich.
He's quite prominent in this place. If this were your dream, then perhaps.
Would the person that I first saw when I got here, would he have mentioned Strahd's name?
Actually, give me a history check.
Aw, that's a negative. 18 though. It was a 19 on the die.
Yeah, it was an 18. Even in the Feywild, you would have heard legends of the Dread Realm, where Strahd is the Lord. That's pretty much all without necessarily knowing. But you would have known that he is the Lord of a Dread Realm, beyond the mists. Especially because you had this talisman and you were told stories regarding its purpose.
Alfred, I need you to slap me across the face as hard as you can.
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Okay, but no firebolt, please. And I'll kind of dampen my hit ever so slightly, like this.
Another one.
You take a point of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, but here we go. We're friends, right?
Another point.
No, don't do
Okay.
that. And I'm going to go over to Esmeralda, and my hand would just kind of just surround your face, and then like this not mist, but like it's like a conglomerate of green, purple, and blue just begins to surround you for a second as I use my balm of the summer court to heal you.
As you do that, that purple and green turns to putrid browns and yellows, nightmarish in its, still serving its purpose, but slightly being twisted.
Okay, well, I was for a second there. I thought, well, no, okay, this is really real, and then that happened, and now I'm not so sure again.
Take 2 points of healing, but also 1 temporary hit point.
Ooh,
Wow.
thank you.
Travas, can you give me a perception check, please?
Oh, that's me.
Welcome.
22.
With the 22, you actually hear what sounds like a cough off to the side. And it seems to be emanating from the doors leading up out of the foyer correctly, right beside where you are. There's 2 double doors that lead out.
I hope that they're wearing a mask if they have a cough. And you, Noggins, have been traveling outside of the lands in the last 14 days. So it's up to, okay. Did you hear that? Sterling, did you hear that?
Would I have heard it? Probably not, right?
Give me a perception check.
7.
No.
There was like a cough. Maybe there is another like animal person and maybe in a dream up there.
Well, we have not yet fully searched this place.
Oh, somebody might be in your home.
Yeah, maybe. They're foolish if they are.
It's also that one guy came in here earlier after we were fighting, so it could just be him.
Is it this way? Where did you hear it?
It might be that way. It's hard to tell with this view.
Noggins plops on the ground next to Esmeralda and just like starts on her leg.
Okay.
How tall is he?
When he's standing, he's about 5'8", 5'7".
Okay, wow.
He's a short boy.
So we're standing in the middle of the room. They're on the left.
Well,
and
no.
I
So
heard it up the stairs?
you guys are standing by the top right pillar there by the stairs. You guys kind of all came and you stopped. Noggins ran over to you from the entrance.
Yeah.
And the door directly up from the stairs, where you see barrels within, you hear a cough. You obviously don't see the barrels, but the doors are slightly ajar. The darkness beyond, and you hear a cough come from that room.
In the room, not up the stairs.
Correct.
Okay. Sterling, it was in that room over there.
All right. So I'll draw my sword and I'll go over to the room.
Okay.
I will also take out my short sword and I'll go with him stealthily.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Oh, I don't know, Sterling, if you're stealthing or not, but
Sure.
give me a stealth
Can
check.
I go with him as well?
Sure.
You walk away from Noggins.
As you walk, Noggins kind of stumbles a
Oh,
little
I
bit.
rolled a 9. I ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on stealth, so.
Okay.
24.
Clunk, clunk.
Okay. So Travas kind of bleeds into the shadows and kind of disappears as Sterling, you start to cross the stone floor. How do you approach this door, Travas? Sorry.
I'm going to approach from the side that opens, like
Okay.
towards the wall.
Yeah, so
And
the
then
doors
kinda-
are slightly open inward.
Okay, they're double doors?
Double doors, yeah.
Okay, so I'll be to the side of one of them and try to look through the crack and listen some more to hear what else I hear.
Give me a perception check.
15?
Okay. With a 15, with your dark vision, you see that there are there's wine in barrels turned up, multiple wine in barrels. 2 on the left side, 3 on the right.
Okay.
From this view, doesn't seem to be any other doors leading out of the room that you're in.
In part of my thieves' tools, I
Yeah.
have a small mirror mounted on a metal handle.
Okay.
I'd like to poke that through the crack and see if I can see into the room.
Yeah, so you see the barrels of wine. With the mirror, you actually see that there's a door to the right, a single door that's closed within the room. And then you hear another that sounds like they're trying to be quiet. Coming from within the room, but clearly inside the room.
Okay.
And it's dark in there.
I will pull out my. How far is Sterling? I'm gonna wait till he gets a little closer to the door.
Yep. So Sterling comes up beside you.
I'm going to kind of I'm gonna take my dagger out, and I'm gonna put the sword away and take my short bow out.
Okay.
And with 3 nods, so like counting to 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick the door open and draw my arrow towards where the sound's coming from.
Okay. So you come
I'm not
in.
gonna fire it. I want to be very clear. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna shoot the peasant.
Yep. So as you
Yep.
burst in, you hear kind of like a shuffle, as if somebody was scared, coming from behind the 2 barrels on the left.
Yeah. Come out. We can hear you. You're already coughing.
The voice says, "Please, do not hurt me, please."
Do not give us a
Okay.
reason to come out.
I can't.
Why?
I'm very badly injured.
Yes. How did you get in here?
And you can see now that there's kind of like blood-streaked footprints leading to behind where they are.
There is a lot of us here. You should probably just look out and say hello, because we don't want to hurt you.
Okay, you hear like a dragging sound as he kind of drags himself out from behind. And I'd like you to make a nature check for me with advantage, please, Travas.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty 20, you both see a elven male, clearly later in years, dark, almost jet black hair, really tanned skin, not as fair as some elves that you've seen, and it appears to have almost like violet colored eyes. Travas, you recognize the type of elf this might be. And as he pokes his head around the corner and looks at you, he says, "Please, please, I mean you no harm. I live in the camp, just outside Vallaki, and I was searching the woods for a missing girl, a Vistani girl named Arabelle, when a wandering mob of those blights accosted me. I was forced to take refuge in the mansion. I'm sorry, I mean you no harm. I just needed a place to rest."
I'm out here alone. He puts he'll relax the arrow and put it away in his quiver.
Yeah.
But one hand on his dagger.
Yeah.
Will take a couple steps towards him. Is he telling the truth?
Yeah. Well, okay. So give me an insight check.
You said yes.
And you don't need a medicine check to tell that he is very badly hurt. And he seems to be holding a big gash on his side, and he's got gashes, and even like bits of needles, thistle kind of sticking out from his skin in various places.
Okay. I managed a killer natural 1 on my insight.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Thank
the
you.
rest of you outside.
That's kind, actually.
Yeah, it is kind. And the rest of you outside, actually, given your history, you don't trust him for a second. And the rest of you who stand outside in the foyer, you hear conversation happening through these doors.
Should I in?
We should probably go see what's happening, because if he was in danger, we'd hear shouting.
That's true. So yeah,
Am I coming with you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, unless you want to stay here,
No.
then come along.
Okay.
Sterling, are you still big, Sterling?
No, it ends after a minute.
Okay.
But I am in the room with Travas, right?
Yes.
Could I do an insight?
Yeah.
Well, I'll pull my head
24.
Okay. The 24, you think he's totally telling the truth. He seems hurt. He seems like he took refuge in the mansion. He's scared, doesn't know who you are, afraid for his life, and barely hanging on to breath.
What is your name?
Savid. My name is Savid.
Savid. Come out.
I...
There are some among us that may be able to help heal you.
Well, all right. And he kind of gets up and is like almost doubled over as he kind of like steps out towards you. And as
You need a
kind
hand.
as the rest of you approach, he says, "Yes, please."
Yes.
Okay, I'll help him along.
And he kind of still is wary, obviously, of the rest of you, or of all of you. Not quite sure, but seemingly convinced that you're here to help. And as he kind of steps out, you all see this injured elf who steps out on Sterling's arm.
It's
In
fairly dark
Elvish-
there.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just asking if it's fairly dark in that room.
It was dark in the room, yes. And as you come out in the foyer with the light that had been cast, it's dimly lit in here.
In
Sorry, come.
in Elvish, I'd just like to ask him, what happened to you?
Noggin's ears perks up.
Yeah. He says, it is nice to hear. I don't hear that. I don't hear Helvin often. I was searching for a girl who had gone missing. A Vistani girl. From the Vistani that we live with, and I was attacked by creatures. Blights made of needles. And I came here to gain some rest. We stay away from here. It is known, very well known, that the dragon haunts this place. But I had no other choice.
Hearing that he had been staying with the Vistani, Esmeralda takes a little more of a kindness to him than she would. And especially hearing about that little girl.
And you can see he cocks his head kind of at you, recognizing the Vistani garb that you wear. And you can see like kind of a bit of relief comes over him.
In Elvish, at Esmeralda, I just kind of turn. He looks hurt. Should I heal him?
And in Elvish, I'll respond, yes.
You're an elf
Took us a
too?
while to figure all this out.
I know Elvish.
Oh. And I'll move forward and actually what I'll do is does it last longer or what does it do? Oh, cool, great. So it'd be better for him in the long run. I take my sickle from the side and I draw a circle on in the air with it, and that circle floats beneath at least the 5-foot area that this man is standing. And again, what's once was green, orange, green, purple, and blue becomes that putrid, gross color, and he doesn't like that. But he casts Healing Spirit at 2nd level.
Okay.
I mean, at 3rd level.
Just-
So while he's
just-
standing under it, he's going to continuously heal.
Okay.
Just before Noggins does that, out of frustration, in Dwarvish, Falfer says, "Someone should heal the poor thing."
Dimitri
Travas will
will answer
respond in
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
Where did Dimitri say?
Okay, go ahead, Dimitri.
He'll say, I hope that's what he's doing.
Travas will
And-
say, they are healing him, but I don't trust them.
Good, finally, someone's doing the right thing.
And as this is, sorry.
Yeah, he begins to kind of straighten, taking his hand away from the wound, you seeing the wound starting to close up. In fact, the little, all the needles kind of in his head and in the side of his face start to kind of pop out as the wounds begin to close as he stands up. And you can see that he stands taller, much like an elf with pride. And he says, thank you. Thank you very much. Who are you?
Savage. Well, I have questions for you first before we reveal who we are. Savage, I need to understand where your allegiances lie. How do you feel about Strahd? And how do you feel about Madame Eva?
Well, I mean, how does anyone who lives in Barovia feel about them? Madame Eva is old, wise. She has served the Vistani well for a long, long time. As long as I've been alive. And I prefer not to speak of the other one.
There are Vistani that serve him. And there are Vistani that serve Eva. Which are you?
I am not Vistani. I live with Vistani, but I serve the memory of my people.
You did not take the blood right?
No. No. We live
And why do you?
separate, but together with the Vistani. It appears you've not heard of who we are. We are the Dusk Elves, a dying race. Strahd took our lineage many, many years ago. Killed our women and our children. So we were forced into hiding. The males of our kind are the only last living.
If it matters, I don't know if it will, but he does regain eventually 57 hit points.
Okay. Well, he stops at 16, but he.
Great.
Then
Travas will say to him in Elvish, "Where is your camp?
South of Alaki.
I'm looking for someone."
Well, I can take you there if you like. It's just south of Alaki, some ways. Not far from the town.
Can you tell us more about this girl?
Yes, she was the daughter of one of the Vistani elders. She is now missing and has been missing for some time. We imagine that perhaps she has been claimed by the land, but her body has not yet been found. Many go missing in this land. It is forsaken, of course.
How long ago did she go missing?
Weeks, by our understanding, but her father won't let her go, of course. How could anyone let their child go? And the Vistani have allowed us to live. In fact, they're the reason why we weren't run out of this land, why we have a home. And so it was all that we could do to help, to maintain some sort of allegiance, I guess. Anyways, it's been some time.
She is daughter to an elder. Which elder?
And he kind of looks around to all of you. And he says, what is this interest you have in the
We are the
Vistani?"
Dawnbringers. We are the Dawnbringers. Have you heard of us?
No. Sorry.
It's okay, Noggins.
I have heard of a group called the Dawnbringers, yes.
Well, that is us. So you know what we are here for. You know what our mission is.
No.
You know that you are in good company then, huh? Would you not?
We keep to ourselves. I've just heard that you are a presence in the land. I do not know what... We keep to ourselves. We tend to not worry ourselves with... Listen, I've been alive 4 centuries. People come and go. Lives are fickle, especially those of the lesser lived races. We're just biding our years until the land takes us to. His name is Luvash. His daughter was 7.
Luvash. That they're
Esmeralda doesn't say this, but hearing this all strikes a chord with her as she's reminded of Van Richten's son. And so this gets her.
Can you give me a history check as well, Esmeralda, please?
Mm-hmm. Dirty 20.
You know Luvash leads a camp of Vistani who are loyal to Strahd. You also know that his co-leader in the camp, his name is Aragal. And you've heard of the Dusk Elves, and you know that they take up residence together in a camp built around a hill south of Vallaki.
You say you'd rather not speak of Strahd, and yet you stay in a camp led by a man that is aligned with him. Why?
To be alive in this realm means giving in to some semblance of Strahd's control. What choice do we have?
You always have a choice.
My choice is to live. To come
You can live with others.
Who? Where? Where can I hide from his gaze? He's everywhere.
He is everywhere. But if you don't want to be around his people, then don't be around his people. There are many here that don't align with him.
His people have done what they have to do to survive. That is all.
I am of a mind to cut you down here, so as not to tell others
He takes a
of where
step,
we are.
He takes a step backwards.
And I feel as though you haven't been entirely honest. And there's a part of me that really wants to watch that blood run. Give me a reason.
I have been alive 400 years. I don't need to answer to a rusty bucket of bolts.
Well, if we are talking about age, I represent 752 years of collected experience in multiple lives. So shut up, child.
And your long life, as you put it, is hanging by a thread.
It has
Nog-
been since my lineage was broken.
Nagas is going to step out. But what he does is he steps and resolve it later, even if not today. He's going to sit cross-legged, take his backpack, bring some flowers and things out of it, and start to cast Augury, as he does not know what the choice is right now. So he wants to get some help from his dream.
Travasa's going to actually step a little bit between Sterling and Savid. What's his name? Savid? Savid.
Savid, yeah.
Just trying to calm the situation.
From everything that's said, what kind of sense, like, do I believe him?
Insight check.
What's his general like feeling? Is he frightened? Is he proud? Like
he was after he had been healed. He kind of got that air of an elf that is typical. But as soon as Sterling began to become aggressive, he absolutely tensed and took a step back. Kind of prepared for what might come, but almost giving into it. What was
Is
that?
he armed?
Insight check?
It was a natural 1.
Yeah. You believe everything he's saying.
Now, Sterling, how many people have we helped along the way so far?
We have helped many, and we have helped this one as well. But I don't think he deserved it.
He says, wait, listen. You have healed me. What I say is true. All of it. All of it. All that I have said. I have no reason to lie to you. I do not know you. But perhaps we head back to the camp and Luvash and Aragal will answer your questions.
What would those
And at that point, Falfer, Aragal tinges your ear, as you know that is the name of the Vistani that brought you into Barovia in the first place. And that is where we're going to end the session for this evening.
Oh, shit! Sam!
Man.
Nice.
Wow.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed our session tonight. It was a great one.
Man.
Wow, full of action and
Twists and
incredible
turns.
role play and twists and turns. So very good. Welcome back, Omega.
Hi.
Obviously, you had a couple minutes, which was spent adding incredible makeup as usual. But thank you. And at this point, I'd love to announce officially that Omega is going to be staying on, at least for the rest of the season, in the role of Noggins as a member of our cast. So,
Yes.
congratulations
Yes.
to you, sir, for being so incredible that we've wanted you to stay for as long as you have. And actually, Omega came to me and said, "Listen, I'd love to stay on." We didn't even have to ask. So thank you so much for that. You were incredible.
Yeah, dude, you're
part
the
of this
best.
community and
Look,
all
I
that.
had to, and I had to play Noggins. Sorry, Dave.
Loved.
To
I
find
did
out
not
more-
see that
yeah.
coming.
To find out more,
At
tune
all.
into Aftermath this Thursday regarding how all of this happened, because it is
Oh,
quite
yes.
a twisted, fun, awesome tale.
We shouldn't eat him now.
What's that?
We shouldn't eat him
Oh
now.
yeah, that thing
No.
I said earlier
Oh,
about.
he remembers all that.
Right.
Awesome. All right. Tonight's winner of the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything for your D&D Beyond experience is Stephen Mobes. Congratulations, Stephen, for joining us and watching tonight. You will get a code that you can use to download that. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, folks, consider hitting that like button to help us get noticed, and also subscribe, of course, and hit that bell icon to be notified. Thank you, everyone. Take care of each other. We'll see you on Thursday for Aftermath. That will include Omega for sure, and one other cast member, possibly myself, so we can talk through how all of this went down, because I'm sure all of you have tons of questions. We have an incredible month left of sessions. We're in episode 8, so there's 4 episodes left of the season.
Man.
We love you guys. Have a great night, and we will see you Thursday. Bye.
So good.